You guys do in today. I know I've been going into a lot of hair care videos, which is more helpful for me, I guess, because then you guys can see what I've been trying, what I've been using, how they affect me. um I do have like one more hair care video. I don't know how I'm gonna, in what orders I'll be posting these videos, except for the last one, because that's like the overall um leave-in, I wouldn't say leave-in conditioner, but after hair wash, hair care products, to say the least. um so after this whole shenanigans of after wash hair care, I will get back into makeup as much as I can, do updates on those, and obviously I do have other hair products to review about, but don't worry, it's gonna get somewhere. So at least you guys are getting a whole bunch of these videos, which will be helpful in the long term, I guess. And then after that, the tips and everything like I was doing will be back in place as well. So today I will be going over Aussie Total Miracle Detangling Spray. It has apricot in it and Australian macadamia oil. So this I wanted to use specifically because, not the detangling spray in general, but the company Aussie, is because I heard so many reviews on Aussie and how everybody's using Aussie. Again, um I didn't know how it would work on my hair because, just because one person is saying, or like a couple of people are saying that it worked for their hair, does not necessarily mean that it will work for my hair. Other thing is that some people are just doing it because they are sponsored. I'm clearly not sponsored, just for a quick heads up for you guys. But yeah, so this is specifically a detangling spray. Right here at the bottom, it does mention that it's paraben and sulfate free. It is a spray, not a pump. So yeah, that's somewhat of a good thing. So this is specifically for detangling and any knots in the hair. It's infused with apricot and Australian macadamia oils. Besides detangling, it also smooths out your hair, um, get rid of the knots, and provide soft, silky hair. It's the way you're supposed to do it is to spray on damp hair. Has some fragrance to it and just comb through. Um, so yeah. Now, I have a habit. Well, I shouldn't say habit, but since it's almost a year now, but I normally would brush my hair when it gets dry. Once I physically start going back to the office, I don't know how I'm gonna get work into play with that, because normally I would brush my hair into um somewhat damp hair, um but I think I will like, once I start going back to the office, I will do a quick update on how that works for me. um so yeah, that's pretty much, I don't know how to explain it, but like normally, so in this case, it's just say to brush your hair out while still damp, because they want you to spray it. But the whole point of this is to detangle the hair. So it will still help out when your hair gets somewhat dry. Now, the plus part about this is that it has macadamia oil in it, which is the reason why it gets on the softer and smoother side. So that being said, even though it does mention that, I didn't really have high hopes of it making it look soft and silky. But I already knew, no, I'm not look, but more of like the touching feeling, because sometimes looking and feeling soft silky are two different things. So I wasn't really had high hopes in terms of how it felt, because again, it's specifically detangling spray. So this, I feel like, would pair up really good with this. um if I were to have issues, because this is more focused on how it would feel and look. Even though this just has detangling in it. So since this has detangling, I'm not too worried about these two coming together. But since this one particular, I did a separate video on it, so you understand what I'm talking about. But this one specifically, you can use with different products. But since this is not my favorite, so I wouldn't use these two together. But with if you want to, you can always use these two together, just in case for your own preference. But however, I feel like I would be able to use this with any other product if I have to. I will definitely use this with She Moisture if my hair is extremely dry. So I feel like these two will work definitely together pretty good in my opinion. I know my nail came off. If my hair is extremely dry, well, what I would do is I would just spray this a little bit, and then I spray this a little bit for the more of how much moisture my hair really needs. I will definitely not put it in with any kind of oil, because argan oil um will actually do both the detangling and the and how soft smooth my hair will look. But I will definitely combine these two together, because I do spray a little bit, a lot, not a lot, but like a decent amount. So I feel like if I put these two together, I won't really necessarily need to do a lot. But however, I haven't used both of them together as of yet, but that is definitely the plan. However, on its own, I still felt like it was really a good product. It did do what it needs to do. That was detangling. My hair still felt pretty good. The shine, the silkiness, everything, it was pretty. It had its A game right there. I loved it. Spraying it on. Like I said, I normally don't comb right away. I just let it sit in for a while. However, one thing I do want to mention is the smell of this. I was assuming that it would have this apricot smell to it, which is kind of weird, but I don't know why. I feel like it would have some fruity apricot, if not necessary. Wait, fruity smell, and not necessarily apricot. But however, it has some. I don't know. The smell that was just. I think I'm not really fan of the smell. That's one thing for sure. Now, however, it did its job. When I brushed my hair out, it really, the detangling part was really easy. And then my hair did look really sleek. It felt it felt really sleek. Um, it just the smell of this really just put me off, but I'm not really too worried about the smell, because everybody's smelling. Everybody has different approach to smell, I guess, like what they like and what they don't like. So in this case, I'm not a huge fan of the smell, but it doesn't really turn off. It's not really a turn off. So it's like um the pros outweighs the cons, because the only part of it is the smell. Um, if anything, I think I would buy this again, but if they have anything similar without the apricot aspect, I would definitely buy it. But the smell was just a bit for me. But I would definitely, that doesn't really stop me from using this product, because it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. Um, Now this, if I were to buy the products, right? Um, Now I will, you know what? I'm going to discuss that in a separate video, like reviewing overall, like what's the best release and stuff like that. So this one, I will definitely try it out. Now, again, I think for a majority of people, this would, I think the smell may be a turn off for some, not majority, but some. Um, Other than that, I feel like it's definitely worth a try, especially if you're a curly haired girl, because I feel like curly haired girls get tangled. Their hair is really tangled up, and they need a lot of detangling going on. Also with the afro hair, I feel like this may work for afro hair as well, but confirmation can always be nice, so you guys can comment that down below just in case. So but with me, um if I were to use more than one product on my hair after I come out of the shower, um, I think the smell wouldn't be much of an issue, but I normally don't really put a lot of products in my hair due to being really fine. My hair is fine, thin, and on the dry side, and it's color treated. So yeah. So that being said, I would continue to buy it, but I feel like I may want to use it in a different, um, this apricot aspect would be of different aspect, but I would definitely buy the detangling spray, which is pretty good and I like it. It does its job, what it needs to do. Other than that, I will be linking down my Instagram page down below. Make sure to follow, hit the subscribe button, the bell button, and I'll be back for more. Stay safe and stay tuned, guys.